Hey guys, welcome to Texture Tutorial. Today we are going to talk about how to design login page in Figma. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. If you're searching for a cutting-edge design and collaboration software, just click the link in the description box below to get started with Figma today. And just a quick overview if you're not familiar on what is Figma. This is actually a powerful and user-friendly design tool that allows people to create any digital designs such as websites, mobile apps, and many more. It's also especially popular for collaborative design because it is a web-based and allows multiple people to work on projects simultaneously. So this offers a range of features for designing user interfaces, including tools for creating shapes, text, icons, and interactive prototypes. And there is also a dev mode onto Figma so that this is a new space in for developers to bring clarity to designs and give developers the tools that they need to translate them into the code. So you can save time and keep things consistent with reusable assets and shared libraries for this. And also, there is FigJam, wherein it is an online whiteboard where everyone who builds products can collaborate. So for you to be able to get started onto Figma, you'll just need to click onto the Get Started for Free. So for you to be able to get redirected onto this page, just don't forget to click the link onto the description box below. So let's just click onto the Get Started for Free so that we could create an account. So for you to be able to get started onto Figma, you'll have the option to continue with Google, type in your email, password, and you'll have the option also to agree to join Figma's mailing list. Then right after you could click on to create account, and if you click that as well as continue with Google, you should agree to the Figma TOS and also the privacy policy. You could also use a single sign-on, and if you have an account already, just simply click onto the login button in here. So this is what the login page onto Figma would look like. And actually, this is what we're gonna be making today. So this is really important onto any website or any application because these will require user account. So this is like a digital doorway that ensures only authorized users can access specific content or services. So this step is really crucial for several reasons: for security, personalization, user control, access management, and analytics. So this serves as a virtual gatekeeper, ensuring that only the right people can enter and use a website or app while keeping user data safe. So before we go ahead and create something like this, we're just gonna log in first. Now this is what Figma's dashboard would look like. So once you're logged in, you'll get redirected in here. And as you can see, you could see the different designer templates in here with the different filters of all, brainstorm, diagram, planning, and meeting. So you could browse through all of that. And here onto the left side, you should be able to see your account settings, the notifications. There's also a search bar so that you could search for files, teams or people, and the recent activities or designs that you have viewed onto your account. So you could see it in here. And then also you could see your teams, the drafts that you have. And if you're running out of files in your free team, you could upgrade to keep your ideas and design room to grow without limits. So just click on the view plan so that you could browse the right plan that is right for you. So we have the starter, which is what we're currently using as of the moment right now. We have the professional, which is the most popular, and organization. So if you want to view more features that it offers, just simply click here onto the bottom part. Now let's head back onto the dashboard. So you could also have the favorite files in here. So you could hover onto any file and just click this star button in here to add it here onto the favorite files. We also have the teams in here, and you could also create a new team and the explore community. So if you click onto this explore community, you should be able to explore thousands of free and paid templates. You also have plugins and UI kits to kickstart your next big idea. So you could search anything here onto the search bar as well. And if you scroll down a little bit, you could discover what is new onto Figma. And by scrolling down further, you should be able to see the templates that are available here. Now onto the templates in here, you could actually utilize the filter here. So you could choose if you want to just see Figma, Figma Dev Mode, or FigJam. Here also into the resources, you'll have the option to choose from files, plugins, widgets, and you could also browse onto paid one and free ones only. So you have also the filter in here for creators. You could see all of them, following and Figma partners only, and you'll just have to click onto the specific template that you want to use or use as a guide onto your creation. Let's head back onto our dashboard in here. And for us to be able to get started, we'll just go ahead and create a new file here onto Figma. So here onto the upper part, you should be able to see the design file. Just go ahead and create a new design onto the theme that you've chosen, and you could also add this one to draft so that you'll get redirected onto the editor page. And once you're already onto the editing page, the first thing that we'll need to do is to create a new frame. So for you to be able to do that, you could just head here onto the upper part. This is the frame section. And as you can see, there is a pop-up screen in here. You'll just have to choose onto the device that you're gonna use. So since we're designing for a mobile phone, let's select a frame in here and choose phone in here. Let's try to choose the iPhone 8 in here. So let's just click onto that. And as you can see, this will gonna go onto the center. Now let's go ahead and create a background. So we're just gonna go ahead and go to shapes in here. You could select a rectangle and we could draw a big rectangle in here. Then we could also go ahead and try to change the color here. So let's click onto that. So I think a blue one would be nice. So let's have it color like that. And then right after, we could just go ahead and try to tilt it like that so that it would add more style. So we could have it here onto the side so that it would look really nice. So we could have it like that. So just anything that we want to see onto your design. So you could try to do that. So you could also just click onto it if you want it to be changed the color. Just choose this box in here and then you could try to choose the color that you want. Now, once it is already onto the frame, we're gonna go ahead and add in the login text. So we're gonna go ahead and click onto this text icon in here. And then right after, we're gonna go ahead and draw a text box. So once we have that one, we're gonna go ahead and type in log. And then right after, you just need to select them all. And here onto the design, onto the text part, we could go ahead and try to change the font size first. So let's gonna go ahead and try to change it to 40. So you can see that is big enough. And then right after, we could also change it here. So we could try to have this semi-bold, or you could actually have this thin italic, or anything that you like to see. So you're free to choose whatever that you want to see in here. And then let's try to have this at the center. So let's try to move this one as well. So you can move it here onto this part. So we could have the login button in there. And then right after, you could just add a line as well, so that just for added style. So we have the line in here onto the shape. So we're gonna go ahead and click onto that. You could use also the shortcut key L. So let's just gonna drag it like that. And then right after, we could just move it here onto the upper part. Now we could also try to change the color onto the login in here. So just the same thing, we're gonna go ahead and click. And if you want to have the color the same with this rectangle box in here, just click onto this dropper tool and then click onto the color that you want to see. And as you can see, we've gone ahead and already added it. And you could also adjust this if you want this to be darkened like that. We could also change the color of the line to the same color with the login option so that it would be the same. So you can see we've gone ahead and already added that. Now right after, we're gonna go ahead and create input lines for the username and password. So we're gonna go ahead and click onto the shape tool again in here. So there are actually two options they could do. You could just have it through lines, or you could have it through rectangle or anything that you like. So I think we're just gonna go with lines. So you could just do another one again, or you could just go ahead and simply copy the line that we've made earlier for the login button. So let's just go and click onto that, use Control C and then Control V, and then we could just drag it here. And then another one for the password. So let's add it like that. So as you can see, we've gone ahead and already added that one. And then let's just go onto the text in here. Let's try to write in username. And since this one is just a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and try to change the font here. So let's lessen that one out. And then we could go ahead and also change this to just medium, or you could have this regular since this is just for a username. And then we'll go ahead and copy this one out. Let's just go ahead and change it to password. Now, as you can see, since we've gone ahead and added already the username and the password, we're gonna go ahead and try to add in the login button. So we'll need to draw a rectangle for the login button. Just head here onto the shape tools, go to the rectangle, and then right after, we're gonna go ahead and create a box here like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this login text so that we could add it in here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this one a little small. So as you can see, since we cannot see that like that, we're just gonna move this rectangle button here onto the bottom part so that the login button will show. Now let's add in like that. And also this, we could go ahead and move this one as well. So let's put it onto the center like that. Now we could go ahead and try to change the color of this one too. So we could have this under the same color of the blue one in here, and it should show it like this. Now right after, we could go ahead and include also the forgot password text in here. We're gonna go ahead and simply type in forgot password here onto the bottom part. So just type forgot password. So actually you'll have the option also to put it onto a text box, but if you just want to have it like just like a text, you could just do that one as well. Now let's try to change in the style here. Let's add it to light, and then we're just gonna go ahead and try to move this one below the login. And right after, it should look like this. Now for the next step, we're gonna go ahead and create a shaded background by drawing a rectangle that covers the entire screen. So we could cover the entire screen for that, or we could just have this one just for a style. So we could have it like that. And then right after, we're gonna go ahead and have this onto the most bottom part. And then we could go ahead try to change the color as well. Click onto that, use this dropper tool, and then we could just go ahead and adjust the transparency, or you could go ahead and try to move this. So you'll have the option on either way what you want to do. So let's just go ahead and just try to move the transparency in here. And then right after, for the last step, we're just gonna go ahead and try to export your design. So we're just gonna go here onto the file and then right after export your file. So you could also rename the file in here, select the destination and just go ahead and click on the save. And if you want to do a quick preview, you could do it here onto the right side. And that's it. You successfully designed a login page in Figma. And if you have found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Thank you very much for watching and we'll see you onto our next video.